Hello, everyone, and welcome to this episode and this week of Allianz Joy. Very glad to see you. I hope you're all watching on Apple, Amazon, Roku, or watch the replay. This month, I decided to do a highlights with local store owners, boutique owners, shop owners, and really come to these women and ask them how they got, to where they are and what they have to offer for the holiday season. We're going to go into November. It is November again. I can't believe it. We're going to go into December here in the United States. If you're anywhere else in the world, I'm sure you're celebrating something at the end of the year. And this month is for local shop owners and to kind of promote what we have going on. And today I have Renee Weaver here. I'm going to introduce her. We have known each other for a while. Renee is the owner of Mistletoe Mania, which is a store boutique here in town, and the owner as well of Mashbit and the president of Seascape Travel and Events. That's how we met years ago.
Yes.
Renee brings a wealth of experience in event management, travel planning, and retail. Join us to hear Renee's story today and her creative vision behind all these businesses. She is a hardworking business owner, I can tell you that. Welcome, Renee. I'm so glad you're here
Hi, thank you for
today.
having me. I
Hi.
appreciate it.
Yeah, it's going to be fun. Now,
It
tell me
is.
a little bit about how you got into all this business stuff. Did you have a corporate career before, or
Oh, yeah.
what happened? What happened?
My degree is in mathematics. I have a master's in mathematics and a minor in marketing. And
No.
don't use any of that. I'll use the marketing. I don't use the mathematics as much. I started event planning right about 25 years ago. I worked under somebody else. Then I didn't like how certain things are being done. So I started doing it on my own. I studied it. I really enjoy event planning. I'm good at it. I like it. I love being able to hire other entrepreneurs to come in because I don't cook. I don't do catering. I'm not playing the music. So I love to be able to incorporate lots of other businesses into an event.
Yeah.
People don't realize how easy it is to get tied up into the stressful details and take away from your time with your guests. So I
Yes.
like to we do a lot of different types of events. So I like to incorporate the help, but also give the people time with the guests. They're not there to see us, they're there to see you.
Yeah.
And from the event planning, so that's where everything just starts spiraling because the travel goes a lot with event planning. I
Yeah.
started booking travel because we did events abroad. So we coordinate events anywhere. We have book signings in Ireland. We have book signings in Washington with Taryn Fisher. We just everywhere, all over. Then you have your event. So then you meet a person at an event. They wanted to, oh, well, can you book my daughter's wedding? Of course, we do that. So we did a Christmas wedding. From
Ah,
that Christmas wedding, we were hired, this was about 19 years ago, to start Christmas decorating for homes. Highland Park in Dallas, Texas has a really big home tour. So we work a lot in Highland Park, Park Cities, SMU, and every year it grows.
yeah.
Those houses really need a lot of help. They don't want to get the big ceilings, it's just, and they have a home tour where people go in every single room, and it's a lot for some people, especially older people, to drag out big trees. And it's a lot, and people tend to overthink it when it's their stuff. Us, we're systematic about it, so we're able to do it. We had several of our weddings were picked up as Hallmark weddings. That's how the magazines picked them up. So from that's when the decorating started. So
Yeah.
we were decorating. We're into the music industry. We have event planning. We
Yes.
have two locations in 2019. I opened up our second location in Gun Barrel out here at Cedar Creek Lake.
So
Everything
your
was
first location was in Dallas. That's where you all
Irving,
started.
Texas. Yes, yes,
Oh, yeah, 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 yeah. Yes.
yes. And I
Mm.
was astounded. I was blown away actually by the support of the local community, but also how much travel was booked in our office. So in the Irving, Dallas market, people don't come inside. They will pull up, they'll get your number off the window, they'll call you
Yeah.
from their car, they'll text you from their car, they'll send you a Snapchat. They don't come in. Here
Yeah.
at the lake, people were coming in the office all the time. We had such a beautiful travel office too, so I loved it. I was just
Yeah.
blown away by that. And we sold about 1.9 million in travel in from April to December of 2019. It was amazing. And people walking in the inside.
Mm.
Everything
Mm.
was great. We were booking events. We had several bigger events. We specialize a lot in corporate events, um, social organization events. So we
Yeah.
we were really working with some of the dealerships in the area, big
Yeah.
events. It was great. And then March of 2020 came. So I had, and I've
2020,
always told
break it
everybody, we'll
in.
always
Yeah.
have work. There'll always be weddings. So always, because
Sure.
travel is usually not affected the whole world. It usually affects one little tiny region, hurricane season,
Yeah.
when the bombings were going on in Europe, not
Yeah.
the whole world.
Yeah.
So I'm like, we'll
Sure.
always have events. We'll always have that. Well, when the travel started falling apart, I'm like, well, thank goodness we have our events. So we
Yeah.
start moving, people, and then the gatherings were lowered to 200 people. And I know that didn't seem like a big deal to anybody else who was telling me it'll be okay. It was a huge deal. When they lower the gatherings to 200 people, that kills all our quinceañeras, that kills
Mm.
all of our corporate events, large weddings, um, your POAs, HOAs. It's a lot. And we book a lot of quinceañeras in Dallas market.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
really started freaking out that night. I
Yeah.
knew, I mean, because I've been up for days and days. We had people stuck all over the world. So it took
Yeah.
us about 2 weeks to get everybody home. Countries were closing, borders are closing as fast. They're in the air. They don't even know yet they're not going to be able to get off that plane. So
Yeah. Yeah.
you couldn't do anything online. You had to call. We did not sleep for days and days. We had people stuck. It was really emotional for us because
Yeah.
at the same
Sure.
time, we have people calling us for wanting to cancel the travel 2 years out. I can't deal with that right now.
Yeah.
We
Yeah.
have
Yeah.
people
Yeah.
stuck,
Yeah.
and they were so mean, and they were mad that we weren't taking their call. I don't have anybody taking your call. I'm still trying to get people home.
Yeah.
Your travel
Yeah.
in 2 years was not the most important thing, but also every single day I'm waking up for travel. We don't get paid until you travel. Every day we're charged out of our account 80,000, 50,000,
Oh,
35,000
wow.
every single day.
And
And
this
people
was
thought,
the beginning of COVID. Yeah.
yes, yeah.
Yeah.
Now,
Yeah.
COVID started affecting us in January of 20. Most people in America didn't even know what COVID was in January 20.
Yeah. Yeah.
We could not book to the continent of Asia. We stopped all travel, all bookings there. So we really started getting the alerts around late December. But in January, we couldn't book anything in like Japan for the blossoms, the cherry blossoms.
Oh, yeah.
The
Yeah. Yeah.
Chinese New
Yeah.
Year was affected.
Yeah.
People really, I mean, it really, so we were aware of it. I really did not expect what came. And
Yeah.
so as a small business owner, you get to, our employees are our family. We had 104 employees. And then as of March 16th, I had 104 employees with zero work for anybody. And we were booked out for years. And when you've worked with people who depend on you to support
Yeah.
their families,
Yeah. Of
that's
course.
emotional. I
Yeah.
was so emotional.
Yeah.
And people kept telling me, oh, it's just for 2 weeks. They were acting like I was overreacting. I'm not overreacting. I know that this is really going to be a problem.
Hmm.
I knew that it was going to change how we do things forever. I
Hmm.
didn't know how, but I just knew that it would never be the same. And it's
Right.
not. And
Yeah.
people thought that it would end faster than it did. And here in America, it did end a little bit faster, but in
Mm.
other countries, it did not. Our travel was affected. So you have to think about travel.
Yeah.
They depend on tourism. A lot of the third world countries depend on tourism for their economy.
Yeah.
That's going to mean crime might be up more. So like the Bahamas, seen a big influx in crime. They
Yeah.
lost they lost all the tourism dollars. I mean, it's really, it's hard. And when you think about the people you work with abroad for years, tour
Mm.
directors,
Yeah.
hotel managers, you worry about them.
Yeah.
And it really affected a lot. And I
I
didn't know
never
what to
thought
do.
about it, that whole trickle effect, right? All
Yes. And
these
for
people
events,
that rely on you and all these people that have their
yes.
income through your business and that
Hmm.
goes overseas. Everything closed down, of course, that year. I totally
Yes.
understand that. That was very, very freaky. Yeah.
Yes. And here in
Yeah.
America, we lost a lot of events. We lost festivals. So if you think about a music festival,
Yeah.
I'm not, the musicians, they're fine. Trust me, as long as the local musicians are not fine. Opening band, them or DJ, they get paid $200. Like that, they're not fine, but
Yeah.
the mainstream are, but it's not them. You're missing your parking attendants. You're
Yeah.
missing the food concession people, the beer people. You're
Yeah.
missing the t-shirt vendors. There are so many jobs that were on hold just from one event being canceled. And I have, a shirt. I like EDM music. I'm a raver. So we have a shirt. The font is so small with every single event that was canceled on front and back. It is moving. When you see that and you think about the amount of jobs, it's
Mm.
hard. I mean, a lot of people, a lot of industries did benefit from COVID. And you had but the two that I promise you did not was entertainment and travel, which are the two I was in.
Yeah.
I didn't know what I was going to do. Everybody that works for us has to be bonded and insured. I'm like, they're going to go get another job somewhere else. I'm going to lose staff that worked for me for 15 years. And I
Yeah.
did. But what are you going to do? I can't, I don't blame them. I'm not mad at them.
Mm-hmm.
So in the lake area, I was extremely worried about losing our good staff. And plus,
And you just opened here in this
I'm a
local.
worker. I work every day. I did not know what to do with myself.
Yeah.
My mother called me. I was crying. I just happened to be look. She said, "What's wrong?" I said, "I have had my business for at that time it's 14 and a half years, and it was just that we were busy. We were booked for years. I couldn't get a phone call, but I'm watching real estate go insane. I'm watching people write checks for $500,000 for a lot." I said,
Yeah.
"Mom, you understand? It's not even a house on it. It's a piece of ground. I can't even get a phone call."
Yeah.
People are paying hundreds of $1,000s over value of a home. I'm still trying to get I'm thinking about everybody that wasn't working. It was just really rough. So I was out on the lake because I knew I had nothing else to do with myself. So I went on the lake every day. I said, I've got to do something. And that's where I said, you know what? Maybe if we open a Christmas store.
Oh,
In
okay.
my head, I
Yeah.
thought it was a great idea. I was like, it's a
Yeah.
great idea. It'll just be open for 3 months because I thought surely COVID would be over by January 21. This was
And
in June.
with we, you say your family is involved, right? Your family, your girls are
No,
involved.
we as my team. We as I don't speak in I's. So I'm
Okay.
not an I, I'm not a me. I
Yeah.
can't be successful without we. I never so we when I say we, I'm like anybody who joins in,
No, I totally agree, but I thought it was just a family business, but it's your team,
it's
the entire.
yeah, yeah, because I feel they commit to work for me. I commit to give them work.
Yeah.
So it's a
Yeah.
joint partnership. Without each other,
Absolutely.
we have nothing.
Yeah.
So
Absolutely.
I just had to have, so I said, well, it'll be fun. We'll just do it for 3 months. I was
Yeah.
convincing everybody that wanted to work. I'm like, we'll just do it for 3 months. We'll do it from October of 20 to December. January, we'll be back to booking events. Travel will be normal. Well,
Yeah.
it wasn't. But also at the same time, I'm really not a retailer. I don't know much about retail at all. I
Mm.
never stopped to think. I just thought the decorating would go hand in hand with our Christmas decorating business, which
Yeah.
did, by the way, take off at the lake area in
Yeah.
COVID. A lot of our Dallas area residents moved out here full time. We just
Okay.
had,
Yeah, of course. Yeah. Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
we just
Yeah.
had a few
Yeah.
transitions. Like, the lake, you have to do a little bit things a little bit differently. You got a 50-pound reef you're trying to mount, and then you got
Yeah.
lake winds. You don't think about that in Dallas. And
Yeah.
our spiders are out of control of the lake, and you're like, what in the world? Spiders
Yeah.
just grow behind you. So I said it'd be fun, but I'd never stopped to think about how many ornaments you would have to sell a day to break even.
Yeah.
Never thought about that. And I was like, okay, well, this model won't work.
Yeah,
So
kind of the whole thing of running a store is having inventory, queue. I mean, every little detail needs to be locked and all that stuff you say. That
being
was
stuck in
not
one spot,
necessarily, yeah,
you're
yeah,
stuck at
and
that
it's
store. I
stuck in one
never thought
spot.
about how I'm not that type of person. And
Yeah, yeah,
I didn't love, but we weren't booking events. I said, well, let's just keep going through spring. So we had Valentine's Day. So then we just turned into a seasonal store.
yeah,
We still weren't doing great. So I have some shops locally, and I want to give a shout out to the Nest. Today is their birthday.
yeah.
They call it
Oh,
anniversary.
yeah.
We call it birthday. Today's their 7 year anniversary. So
Anniversary.
she
Yeah,
bought these nests 7 years ago. She is definitely one of the people I admire and look up to.
yeah,
She's amazing.
yeah,
And watching Elsie Mae, I admire them. And I'm like,
yeah,
what? Like, I want to be like them. Like, if I want
yeah,
to be a retailer. I'll never be on their level. They have a different level of commitment than I do to the store.
yeah,
So I am an event planner. I do a lot of marketing for customers. I am not used to sitting in one spot. And then I start getting in my head. I'm watching cars go by. Why aren't they coming in the store? What am I doing wrong? What am I doing
yeah,
wrong?
yeah,
You
yeah,
know,
yeah, yeah,
and
yeah.
it works with your head, but also, we have a good team. We have a great store manager now, Anel.
Yes, we do.
We were
Yes,
lucky to
we
get
love
her.
her. Yes.
We were lucky.
Everybody loves an L.
I
Yeah,
could not believe, like, she applied. It was 11 something at night.
yeah.
I immediately sent her a message. I said, are you still like, I'll hire you right now. I mean, we don't have to pretend to go through the motions. So
Yeah,
we were very lucky to have
yeah,
her.
it's amazing. Yeah,
Now the store's really slow. Like, and we don't know why. The store was doing great in our new location in Maybank. I
yeah,
don't know why. The last, and so I don't want to lose her. So you freak out about losing her because
yeah,
she's worried about the sales. We're worried about the sales. I mean, when I say the
yeah,
slow, it's like
yeah.
our slowest in 4 years. And
So we need to have everybody go shop local. That's why I'm
yeah,
doing this too. I'm
and
like,
we have a lot of,
well, we
so
got
I do
2 months to
take pride in the
shop.
fact most of our stores made locally in the United States. I
Mm,
try to use women owned vendors.
yeah,
So we have this lady right here. She's local in Texas. She makes these
yeah,
cute little bath bombs.
yeah.
We have the most adorable sign maker. She's in Van Zandt County. It's a woman. She started her own business.
Oh, that is beautiful. I love
She's
that.
amazing. And she does all kinds of stuff. So these are like custom for the lake. A lot of realtors love these. We have
Yeah.
tons of custom stuff.
Yes. Yes.
We've
Love it.
got, and
So
I do
you
take
have
time.
inventory, not just that you by yourself, but you have inventory to promote other local female vendors. Oh, I love that
Now
too.
this is made in Wyoming from a lady. I can tell you the story behind our products. I
Yeah.
know where they're made. So this is actually not made in the United States. This is a Mariana piece. It's made in Israel. And
Oh,
she hires artisans. She creates the color schemes, gives them the freedom. Everything is handmade. It's taking us since the Israeli conflicts, it's taken us now about 6 to 8 months to get our pieces in
oh,
because
sure.
they're tied up a little bit. So we try to support them as well.
Yeah.
And everything's a lifetime guarantee.
Yeah.
If there's like there, and this is an amazing company. She is a great, beautiful woman who her theme is live in color. She thinks a lot like you and I do.
Yeah.
She loves humans
Yeah.
and she wants to employ her job. Her thing is she wants to employ as many people as she can. That's my mission at the lake. I
Yeah.
want to make the lake a better place to live. I want
Yeah.
to give people jobs. I want to be a part of the progress. I want to help people.
I
And
love.
to do that, we have to help each other. We have to help our local stores.
Mm-hmm.
Big box stores, they don't know your name. They
Yeah.
are not going to know your child's birthday. They're not going to know what you like. They're not going to
Right.
call
Right.
you. They're not going to say happy anniversary. They're not
Yeah.
going to say thank you for your business. We appreciate you. We thank every single, I don't care if it's a $2 sale, it doesn't matter. The fact somebody takes the time to come into our store, even if they don't buy anything, it means a lot to us because they took the time to come in.
To stop and to check it out and to see.
It's an effort to get out of your car in
Yes, and sometimes
24.
it's just we want to just kind of walk in and see what's going on and what's new. And then the next time we know that, oh, I can get this here, or oh, I can get it there.
Or tell us what you're looking for because we ask. I
Mhm.
mean, I'm very honest. I am not the perfect retailer. If you think we need to do something, tell me.
Yeah.
And we're very open. We take criticism well. And
Yeah,
we
yeah,
plan
good for
weddings, so we
you.
take criticism well.
Yeah,
So
good for
it's just
you.
it takes a team, and also it takes an effort in our 2024 going into 2025 to get
Yeah,
out of our car and go in. We
yeah,
are an online world, and that COVID taught us to be more of an online world,
yeah,
and that takes away our human interaction. We need human interaction for our mental health.
absolutely.
We need to lift each other up.
Yeah,
I am a firm believer in community over competition. I don't care if I'm on a street. There is a beautiful Christmas store across the street from me. I love them as a decorator. I purchase supplies from them. My store is not going to carry everything for one style. I purchase a ton of inventory from them every year for my
yeah, yeah,
customers.
yeah,
I
yeah,
love them. There is no competition between that store and my store. We
yeah,
are about community. If you shop with them, I'm as equally happy because they're getting business too. And they're going to be able to put the sales tax into the local city, into
yeah,
our streets. We have a lot of people say, well, we need this, we need this, we need this.
yeah.
We do, but we also need you to support this, and this when it comes in.
Yes,
So
it
I
is
love all the
so
clothing
important
stores.
constantly to talk about it. Yes, and to
Yes,
promote each other because if you promote them, they'll promote you. I'm a firm believer in the same. And I came from a world where there was more competition. If you're, in my yoga classes that I used to have, if your class is full, nah, 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 mine is fuller, that kind of thing.
right.
Um, in,
I
in
don't like
in
that
the
game.
big cities, it goes like that a little bit. Now we're talking long ago, but I'm all about just promoting others, all about that because
Absolutely.
absolutely, it's the best thing to do.
Yes, and this is
Absolutely.
not a one size fits all store. We're
Yeah.
not gonna have but they might down the street and let me show you where the store is at. Let me send you over here. I'll call them for you. I
Yeah.
love to support I go in all of our local stores. We've got some great ones around this lake. We have a boutique crawl coming up.
Yeah.
Everybody needs to participate in that because it's
Yes.
fun. You don't have to buy something. It's
Yeah.
fun and it gets you in different shops. You get to meet people. It's just fun. It's a fun event.
Okay, so explain to the listeners what boutique crawl is because I
Okay,
love it.
so the owner of Texas Tan in Gun Barrel City, Jennifer, beautiful
Yeah.
lady by the way,
Yes.
and I'm not for sure if Shannon with the Nest kind of helped organize it. I just know Jennifer's definitely the head.
Yeah.
But the two ladies both together put a lot of work into it. For
Yeah.
me, I think it's amazing. I don't have to do anything. So it is where there are, I think, 14 this year participating boutiques. You can pick up
Wow.
a crawl card. So it'll be a card. It'll have the names of all the stores. You visit the stores, you get a stamp. You do not have to purchase something at every store.
You just
Visit
have
the
to know
store, you get a
everything.
stamp. Each
Yeah.
store is going to have a different drink, a different snack for you. We have cocktails and mocktails. A little of both. A lot of
Mm.
stores do. And you just, and that's free. That's, you just get that for coming in. Every
Yeah.
store will have different little sales specials. You visit the stores, you fill out your name on the back and phone number, and you drop it off at Texas Stand. And I think that $650 worth of gift cards being given away
Oh, that is
just
amazing.
for visiting. And it's designed to promote our local boutiques. And I think it's amazing. Like
Yes,
that,
I would
that,
love to promote that. And I have you on today, and I have Shannon and Jennifer on the rest of the month.
oh, Jennifer
They're
gets all the
coming.
credit.
We're
Let me
all
tell
going to
you,
talk about that. It's going to be so good.
she puts a
And
lot of
this is
work
what
into
I want
that.
to promote. Absolutely. This is all about this because I want people to grab those cards and just join that day and just start going
It's
through.
2 days.
I
You
didn't
get
know
two.
we had 14 places. That's a
Yeah.
lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's in Gun Barrel and Maybank City. So it's 2 days, December 6th and 7th.
Yeah.
Some women split it up,
Yeah.
some do it in a day.
Yeah.
But also on December 6th, we have a special. It is Maybank's Old Fashioned Christmas. Now,
Oh,
we
yes.
just moved to Maybank in February from Gun Barrel. I am so excited. One of the first things I told our mayor was, I get to participate in Old Fashioned this year. I've always wanted to participate. We
Yeah.
weren't in Maybank, so we weren't able to, but they shut down the entire street. Every single parent should bring their child. There's no reason not to. It's 100% free. Everything outside the stores are free. Every store gives something away. There's hot cocoa, there's hot cider, there's nuts, there's candies, there's popcorn, there's games, there's ornament making stations, there's Santa Claus, there's
Mm.
snow, there's the Grinch. They have a train ride for kids. City Hall has the train set up. Tri-County Ford has trains set up at her dealership. It looks like a Hallmark Christmas. I am super excited that we get to be here. Like we're gonna have a whole session. We decorate Santa Station, so I've got lots of stuff
Yes.
in front
Yes.
of our store on our street. We're gonna have tons of photo opportunities
Yeah.
because we face Tri-County Ford. We're on a Market Street, but it's not our address is, but we actually face Tri-County Ford. So we're gonna have our whole building set up. It's gonna be fun. I'm so excited about that.
Oh, it's gonna be a lot of fun. That's a
It
month
is.
away, so let's get ready.
Yeah,
Yes.
it is. You can participate in the boutique crawl that night. Like if
Yeah,
you're here with your kids, the shops, you're going to be there anyway. Why not?
yeah.
It's fun, but it's fun. Everybody should come. It really is fun.
I know, and this sounds a little bit
It
weird.
is. It's amazing. I'm so excited we get
For
to
our
be part
listeners
of it.
also, it's been a slow time everywhere, I think. So I was just going to refer to that because I think this month and next month will be extremely busy local.
I
And we're
really hope
opening
so.
it out. People are waiting on this stuff to be over with next week,
And
which
I
is,
don't know the
if somebody
correlation of
doesn't know what
that.
I'm talking about, the election,
I do.
right? We got different
And I don't,
items.
that's what everybody's saying. I just don't understand the correlation.
I
I have,
don't either, but I
I've been
think
spending the same
that
amount of money.
I don't know either. Or maybe it's been the weather. So in our place where we are, if people are listening from far away, where we are, it's in Texas, been extremely hot. The summer went on till just yesterday, I think, for the first time. And it
It
was
was
a
in the
lot
70s the
cooler.
last 2 days. Yeah.
So I think that might maybe have to do with it. You never know, but I think, and
You
I
don't
hope
know, but I know our sales are down
that it's
75%.
going to be a great month. Yeah.
75% for us. I have talked to many of the other shops. I communicate with them because if you're doing well, we're doing something wrong.
Yeah.
So everybody is down. I mean, and no one understands it, but it's really affecting jobs.
Yeah. Yeah.
Employers can't give the staff hours.
Yeah.
How are they going to support their families if we can't give them hours? When you order from Amazon, I know you have to get out of your car to go to a local store, but it's not creating jobs.
Yeah. Yeah. I
And we
really
need
want people to understand that. Absolutely.
that.
Yes. Yeah.
Yes.
The
Not about
local.
me. Like I promise you, I'm not getting rich for like it is not about me. It's about everybody.
Yeah. Yeah.
It really is.
Yeah.
And
Absolutely.
Maybank's a great city. Maybank's a wonderful city to do business in.
Yeah.
The city staff, the city hall, the mayor, the city council, the EDC, the education fund, they're all amazing people. They
Yeah.
support their local stores. They use their local stores for different services. I mean, I'm impressed. It's better. I often call our mayor in Irving and tell him, "You got to come out here and see this. You're not going to believe what these small towns are doing." And he'll come out and he's amazed too. He's impressed with old fashioned. He's come to some of the local parades. He's like, "Wow, I told you, I told you." So if Irving, you know how big that is, and like, come on, like this town encompasses what Christmas is about. I
Yeah.
love everything about it.
Yes, and I love that you say that because that's so important for everybody to hear and to just let's get out and let's start doing this. You're the first local guest that I have on.
Well, thank
It's all
you.
about let's go get out people and stop being on Amazon and well, I should promote start moving and start going, right? And just
Yes. I mean, if
do
you
a
can,
little bit of local
the
shopping and how
walkers
much
come
fun
to
is
your
that gonna
walks up
be?
and down these streets. They're perfectly safe. They got brand new sidewalks.
Yes.
They're
Yeah.
even. They're ADA compliant.
Yeah.
It's perfect for your walking,
Yeah.
stopping. Like it's
Yeah,
perfect.
and they just redid the whole street. So it's really indeed
And
looking
now they're
very
working on the
beautiful.
alleys. They're going to fix the alleys up as well.
Yeah,
Yeah.
wow, that's gonna be amazing. Yes,
Yeah.
I love it. So where's Renee gonna be in a couple of years? You're just staying local,
Ooh,
you're not gonna go back, you are we can find you here.
staying local depends on our local support. People cannot afford to for support themselves in this area. There's not enough jobs. There's not enough well-paying jobs in this area to sustain a family. So that is really dependent upon the local support. Our decorating business, we install Christmas lights. You're not going to find a more professionally trained crew than my crew. I promise you that. We've been doing this 19 years.
Yes, yes.
It
Yeah.
doesn't matter if it is a small job or if it's a big job, if it's a business, if it's not,
You're
it's
talking about decorating the homes, decorating the trees outside, the whole exterior.
inside, outside,
Um,
whatever they need. Yes. So
yeah,
I have in this area, we have some elderly people that can no longer pick up their trees. I
yeah,
do not care that their tree is 20 years old. It takes us a little longer to operate, to put together.
yeah,
That's what they have. We will work with it. We will work with your decor. We will help you. If that's what it takes for you to be able to celebrate your Christmas your way, we'll do it. If you need your
yeah,
lights hung outside, we will do that. It's better to use our lights. Those are some of our lights up there. Our lights pull hardly, we can run 1,000 linear feet, which is a large, I mean, like
yes.
14,000 square foot home, and it will not affect your light bill. It'll plug all of our lights. We run our own, we make our own lights. So
Yeah,
we use inline, so it reduces your amount of power. You won't see, we can put it on 110 outlet. It won't affect your breaker. It's not going to affect your electric bill. If you are the type that likes the inflatables, you're going to see a big giant increase in your electric bill, but not from the lights. And lights spread Christmas joy to lots of people.
yeah,
And if you can't reach it, we can. I promise. We do large businesses, large homes, and
yeah,
that is giving jobs to work. So we use crew. We use our local crews. We send them. Everybody has to be certified.
yeah.
We work with electricity, so everybody has to be
Oh,
certified
okay,
and
sure.
professionally
Yeah,
trained,
yeah,
and everybody's background checked. So we are not on homes that, we have a good trained staff. If they do not meet my standards, they're not going. We do not, if I see something like yesterday, we were on a job and we needed, that house needed something else. It needed one little ridge line, which is like another 11, 12 feet.
mm,
Just do it. We're not going to charge the customer. I can't, it doesn't look complete. We want to make sure our work is good. Like,
yeah,
so it
yeah.
has to look good.
I
If I
love it
have,
that you highlight that as well, because it's not just about going to the stores and local shopping, but also we can get your Christmas lights, we can get your decoration outside
and
interior.
those are construction companies. I hire construction workers
Yeah,
that are slow. Roofing companies right now are super slow. Landscapers, like the irrigation.
yeah, yeah,
So
yeah, yeah,
that's
yeah,
who we hire.
yeah,
And they go to our training all year long, different segments, and we hire them to keep them working because they have kids. They need Christmas presents for their children too. So I help them out, but I also commit to them to giving you work. So I have to get jobs to give them work. But they also have to. So I've been on jobs for 3 days. I was so thankful this was booked because I'm so sore. I have to feel
and
every
you look
ladder.
good.
I'm so sore. You have no idea. My legs, my quads, because the guys got behind. I don't ever ask them to do something I won't do myself. And
Yeah,
I like it done. I want to make sure that customers are happy. I want to make sure that it looks good. If we'll change something, I don't care if they pay for it or not. If it's something simple, we just have to do it. So
yeah.
I had to go help them catch up. And that means we've been working 12 to 16-hour days. I've had to climb ladders. I was so happy that I had this scheduled so I could work the store, so I could take a break from the ladders. I thought I was going to
Yes,
die
yes,
last
yes,
night.
yes. And let's go celebrate Shannon today and the Nest anniversary and
I'll definitely
everybody
get down
go
to see
by
her.
there and go by Renee today. So my last question for you is what have you learned from all those years? This is kind of like a philosophical question. What would you like to give the readers? What is your words of wisdom?
I've learned a few things. So my boss taught me a long time ago. You empower yourself by empowering others. I am not afraid to teach Annelle how to run this store by herself.
Yeah.
I'm not, my installers, they know how to do a job from start to finish. They know the entire process. I'm not afraid of them starting their own business. I mean, because we work together. They know that I sell the jobs. They install the jobs. We're a team. You have to give people the power so that you can empower yourself to do more for the community. But I also think at the same time, as an employer, I eat meals with my staff. So when we're working that day, I pay for everybody's lunch, breakfast,
Mm,
whatever we're eating. And I don't do that necessarily. I know it's people say it's a tax write-off. That's irrelevant. Personally, we got plenty of tax write-offs. We don't need that.
yeah, yeah,
I do it
yeah,
because sometimes I don't know what somebody's situation is at home. That could be the only meal they're eating that day.
yeah,
They might not have the money. They might
yeah,
be saving the money to feed their kids and not them. But
yeah,
also meals are meant to be shared.
yeah.
And that is when people open up to you and you really start to get to know somebody. And
I
not,
love
this
it.
is not a one size world. So we have to adapt to
I love it.
staff. So I have to understand Anel's from Mexico City. It's a cultural difference. We work within each other's boundaries. Like it's not my way, it's our world. So
Yeah,
I think that's the number one thing that I have learned really
I
is
love.
we have to work with each other as
Thank you
we
so
are.
much for sharing that. I love that. Thank you
Oh,
so
well,
much.
you're welcome.
Yes. And my last question, of course, where are we going to find you? If people want to reach out to you and not necessarily today can come to the store or can find you, what is a good way to find you?
So coming to the store is really not a good way to find me. You can leave a message with Anel. I will be at the store on a couple select days. I usually
Yeah,
post on my personal Facebook when I'm here. I will definitely be here for the boutique crawl both days.
yeah,
I'll be here towards the end of December.
yeah.
You can call me, Facebook message me.
Oh, that's a good one. Yeah. So you're on Facebook, Renee Weaver, or
Yes,
Mistletoe
or message the
Mania.
store.
Yeah,
It
yeah,
doesn't, you message anything you want to.
yes,
That's really
yeah,
the best way. You can send me a text. Now, when we're decorating, I don't have my phone. So that is, people are this has become a instantaneous world. I can't be on and I will never get a job done. I work with my hands. So we
yeah,
will never get an event decorated, set up. We'll never get a tree decorated if I am
yeah,
on the phone texting. And this is a text world. So I will get back to you. I promise I will. I will always get back. It just, I
yeah,
can't if I'm on a job. So, and if humans come first always with me. If you're in front of me, you're going to come first than what's on my phone. I'm not going to sit and that's just how I am though. So
I
just
get it.
message me, call
Yes,
me, come
yes,
by.
yeah,
Nell will definitely tell me you're here. I'm here
definitely.
a lot on the weekends.
Yeah,
Um, I'm here when I need a break from decorating. So we'll
absolutely.
be here. We're going to be open Thanksgiving night. So I will
Oh,
be working
wow.
Thanksgiving night there's a football game, Cowboys. I'm not a football watcher, but a lot of people are. People want a place to go. So we're going to come in. I think it's 3 to 7. And
Great.
then we're
Yeah,
going to Pink Friday. Pink Friday is November 22nd.
yeah.
That is a support small business day. All the shops we're doing Pink Friday. It is the Black Friday before Black Friday. So, but we call
Oh,
it
okay, okay,
Pink
okay, okay.
Friday
Yeah,
so that
yeah,
you support the small boutiques before you go spend all your money at the big retailers on Black Friday. So no, that's November 26th. We'll have giveaways. Then we've got Thanksgiving night, and then we've got Black
uh,
Friday coming up after Thanksgiving night. We have Small Business Saturday.
yeah.
That's November 29th, the Saturday after Thanksgiving.
Okay, yeah, yeah, yeah,
And so those are like we have major 13 in 13 days, we have 7 major events with
yeah.
shopping. And
Yes,
so follow our Facebook page, Mistletoe Mania. It's Mistletoe Mania CCL. That's how you find it because
yeah,
Mistletoe Mania was taken. But
yes.
Cedar Creek Lake, we'll have
See the
all of that
play,
posted.
Mistletoe Mania, find everybody there and
Yes.
find everybody in the store. We want to
And it's
also
not just our stores that we
lots of
promote.
great
We promote what's going on. Like, so Shannon sings today. I want you to go get a free gift from the Nest. I
yeah,
want you to go say hi and happy birthday to her. She'll
yeah.
say happy birthday. She'll know we sent you. It's everybody. We want everybody supported. So we share
Perfect. I
everybody.
love
So there's
that.
a
Yeah.
new boutique opening next door to me. It's a boys clothing store. I've not
Oh,
met them
great.
yet, but Anel's met them. So
Ah, good, good, good,
yeah,
good.
we're a
Yeah.
wealth of information about what's going on around the lake. We definitely are in the
Ah,
know on that one.
you do. You are a wealth of information and a wealth of experience. Thank you
Well,
so much for
thank
being
you.
on today.
No,
I
thank you for having
love
me.
having you on the show. Now stay for a minute after
Okay.
we stop the recording. And thank you so much for watching, everyone. And I hope if you're local at Cedar Creek Lake, I hope that you get up and today go to Mistletoe Mania. All these events in November coming up, all these events in December coming up for our Christmas shopping, our holiday shopping. Don't forget to get your decoration done by Mistletoe Mania. Reach out to Renee through the store or find her on Facebook and message her. And thank you so much for being on my show today. And I see you all next week. Thank you. Bye bye.
Bye.